Texas might be in that beat too.
What it is, man.
What's good, Sweep fans? We back with another episode of The Sweep. It's your boys, Maul, Matt, Maine, P. This is going to be a very interesting show.
It's gonna be heated.
It's going to be heated. Going to be a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Emotional?
Yeah.
Bickering.
We ain't going to be able to we're going to be disagreeing a lot.
And you have to get involved in this episode. You have to comment, pick your winners, pick who's right, pick who's wrong. Let's have some fun today.
Hey, Ronnie, if you watching, man, shout out to the Steelers.
Oh, and the Saints.
All right,
Show go away.
So where we starting at?
Yeah, we're gonna have fun this episode, but we got two kind of more somber topics to start with. And the first one is with Washington State quarterback Tyler Hilinski. Over the weekend, or the past couple days, he was found dead in his apartment on Tuesday. They ruled it as a suicide. Always tough when a kid this young dies, but it's even takes his own life. Especially had a bright future ahead of him. He was going to be the starter next year with Luke Falk going. He actually started in the Holiday Bowl against Michigan State, where he went 39-50 for 272 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. So he played pretty well, and it's just unfortunate. So that's one of the tough passings in college football, but also the day after, legendary Kansas State coach Bill Snyder, his grandson, at 22 years old, was found dead. They're currently investigating what it was. They're really unsure on what happened, but I know it's going to be a tough time for Kansas State, because not only is Bill Snyder the coach of Kansas State since 1984, or actually longer, it's been 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then his son has actually, Bill Snyder's son was an All-American punter in 1993 and has been on the coaching staff since 1994. So the Snyder family is Kansas State football. And they, Sean Snyder lost his son, and obviously Bill Snyder lost his grandson. So it's tough for Kansas State, and our thoughts are with you. On to more happy news, I guess, or interesting news. An NAIA school has offered a scholarship to a female safety.
Mm-hmm.
Antoinette Harris goes by Tony, and she wants to be the first player, or first woman to play in the NFL is her goal.
Yeah, she actually has that in her bio on Twitter.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think of a female safety?
I seen her highlight tape. You know what I'm saying? I've been following her on Twitter for a while, and because I seen that she played JUCO ball, and she played in the women's league, women's tackle league, stuff like that. She played JUCO ball, and she can ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if she's as strong as every dude on the field, but she can definitely, skill wise ball with the best what's out there. So
Yeah, man. I mean,
that's her goal. She should chase it.
Yeah, she can definitely play though. I see now that she hitting people a lot. You know what I'm saying? But NFL, man, I don't know, man. I don't think.
What school was it again? They offered?
The school is Bethany College in Kansas.
Shout out to Bethany College for offering her a scholarship, man. With the Title IX, everything going on, everybody want an equal chance to do their thing. This is actually a topic me and my girlfriend was talking about, so it's good to see a girl getting a chance to compete with men.
Facts.
To, show that they can play. You know what I'm saying? Why not give her a shot for the league? If she come out there and handle her business and she play how she's supposed to play, why not give her a pro day or a combine invite?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I like it.
You think any D1 school will maybe give her a shot if she balls this year?
If so, small
A
D1.
small D1?
If so, small D1.
Because I think as bad as it sounds, you can get some publicity from it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The only reason they'll do it is just to like bring attention to themselves. I don't know.
Anything else you guys like to say on the subject and get into our
Chase a dream.
meat of the show?
Let's go, cause I got a surprise for this quarterback.
All right, so those of you who were tuned in last week, we talked about at the end of the show saying we were going to do Position U show, and this is the show. We're going to spend the next 55 minutes, maybe even a little bit longer, talking about each position, that's quarterback, running back, each set, and which school produces the best of that position. And it's just what you've done in college over the past 15 years. So if you are watching, please comment what you think is quarterback U or running back U. Who do you agree with? Who do you disagree with? And tell us why. Again, share this so other people get involved. But obviously, we're going to start with quarterback U. Who would like to go first?
Mine is surprise, so I want to go last.
I'm gonna at least name 3 schools. I tried to go 3, 2, 1. So, who you want to start it, Mo?
I'll start it off.
Who's
In this
past 15
specific
years?
order, past 15 years, at number 1, I have USC. Number 2, I got Oklahoma. Number 3 was a biased pick simply because I couldn't find a team. I put Oklahoma State.
Oh my!
And I'm gonna tell you why though. Yeah, it's a biased pick because that's my favorite team. But I'm looking at who they had in the past 15 years. Something I noticed is Oklahoma State's quarterbacks stayed all their years in college. We had Zach Robinson, who was the quarterback for Des Bryant the year they were there. He was a baller. Brandon Wheaton, J.W. Walsh, and Mason Rudolph.
That's a no for me, dog.
I understand the way y'all say that, but you know what I'm saying? They all put up pretty much the same numbers. Their numbers were all pretty much the same amount of touchdowns, interceptions, all that.
See,
so I just threw them there for a number 3 pick because I couldn't find nobody else.
the thing is, putting it to 15 years kind of limited.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If it was more than 15 years, I wouldn't put it.
Well, that's why we're doing recent history. 15 years, it's a pretty good length of time.
All right.
So for number 3, we're just gonna cause some controversy here. I got Louisville. Teddy Bridgewater and Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is so good and so legendary. Him and Teddy. Teddy was legendary in college too.
Matt, you gonna really put Teddy Bridgewater and Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
That's that Viking bias.
Lamar Jackson has nothing to do with the Vikings.
But Teddy Bridgewater went to the Vikings. That's why you put him.
And he
in
also
there.
destroyed Florida in a bowl game.
Oh my God, man!
But that is none of my business. Who you got? I'll give you number 2. Number 2 is Texas because of Vince Young and Colt McCoy. Vince Young probably played the greatest national championship game of all time and balled and literally put the whole Texas school on his shoulders. Colt McCoy did the same thing for 3 years. Colt McCoy, I'm pretty sure he has the most wins in college football history. If he didn't get hurt against Bama, he probably beats Bama. That's a big if. But those two were so great that people like Shane Buechele coming in, the freshman who played this year coming in. Texas has had a lot of good quarterbacks, and even in the past when they weren't good, they still had some good quarterback play. And number 1 is Oklahoma, the Sooners, because Jason White, Heisman. Mm-hmm. Sam Bradford, Heisman. Mm-hmm. Baker Mayfield, Heisman. Mm-hmm. Oklahoma can do the Heisman pose with quarterbacks. Also, Landry Jones was a beast. Oklahoma is quarterback U.
It's a no for me, dog.
Oklahoma, quarterback U.
Man, hey Matt, bro, that Louisville, man. Oh man, Texas. I'm gonna go with USC.
Number 1 or number 3?
Number 3. No, I'm gonna go Florida State. Number 3. USC 2, and then I can say Oklahoma.
We agree. Quarterback U is Oklahoma.
It's a toss. It's a toss up with them. It's a toss up.
It's on me.
Yeah.
I got USC at number 1, but number 2, who I'm gonna tie. Actually, I got it as a tie. Ohio State.
What?
Hey,
JT Barrett.
They're not quarterbacks. They're running backs playing quarterback.
You can argue it though.
JT Barrett, Braxton Miller,
Troy Smith.
Oh yeah.
Terrell Pryor.
Terrell Pryor.
Again, these are all running backs playing quarterback.
Cardale Jones.
You off 2 games?
Serene.
Championship, baby.
The team.
got him there.
Ezekiel Elliott.
He got him up.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Serene.
Ezekiel
man.
Elliott.
Hard
ball.
Hey, I had to put Ohio State in there. They got some dogs.
We have a comment where QBU is Notre Dame, USC, Stanford, and Miami from Dominique.
Now remember,
Dom, I don't-
it's from 2003, Dom.
UCLA's in there too. I can't see
He
that.
said Miami.
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
Well,
Stephen
Miami-
Morris?
Boy.
What?
Notre Dame, I can't understand too. Stanford, no, they have just Andrew Luck. Kevin Hogan wasn't great. Yeah, I don't dig those picks, Dom. But I think it's definitely Oklahoma. 3 Heisman winners in the past 15 years. No school can say that.
That's good.
For real.
It is.
It's good.
It is. I'm not even going to
I
argue.
agree with you, Matt.
I ain't
All
gonna
right.
argue.
This one is going to cause some controversy.
Can I start? Let's start it this way, one, then go back.
Yeah,
All
well,
right.
Which one y'all got next?
We'll let
Running
Pete
back.
start.
Running back.
Running back you, where Pete will eventually lose this argument.
No. I'm gonna go Texas number 1, and then number 2 I'm gonna go
What?
and then I'm gonna go Auburn.
What? Pete. Pete.
Running
I was
back?
thinking about Auburn.
In the past 15 years?
I was thinking about Auburn.
Jamal Charles, Cedric Benson,
That's Texas.
Texas. My bad. That's what I said.
Yeah, he
Jamal
said
Charles,
Texas, number 1.
Cedric Benson.
That's it?
That's all you need.
Those are 2 college football
When
greats.
did Ricky come out?
It was way
That's
before.
90s,
That's
bro.
99.
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
That's 99.
That's 90s, bro.
Hey.
That's a
Oh, hold on. Deontay Foreman.
Okay, I can list one school
Ooh,
with
where are
8
they?
back
Number
to
1?
I got him as number 1 on mine. I got Auburn number 2.
Auburn number 2.
So Alabama don't play?
Cadillac
Cadillac
Williams,
Williams.
Ronnie
Oh,
Brown,
Yep.
Dom, do you hear this?
Dwyer,
Wow.
Kerryon Johnson.
Wow.
They got some dogs.
So you're saying
Trey
Texas,
Mason.
Trey Mason.
Texas is running back you?
They running back you. Man.
It's a no for me.
They not even top 3.
They're not even top 5.
That's crazy.
All right,
Hey, bro, listen. My number 1 off rip, Bama.
I agree.
Nobody has put running back. Did anything with running backs like Bama has.
Ingram, Richardson, Henry, Yeldon, Scarborough, Eddie Lacy.
Boy, don't you say Bo Scarborough.
You know I don't like both Scarborough.
Hey,
Boy.
listen, though.
Kenyon
Listen,
Drake.
listen, bro. Glenn Coffey.
But
Listen, Glenn Coffey.
In college,
Mark Ingram,
Trent Richardson,
Trent Richardson, Eddie Lacy,
Derrick Henry.
T.J. Yeldon, Derrick Henry.
That all sound good.
What running backs you got better than that?
They got 2 Heisman winners in the past
Check this
15
out.
years.
Check this out. What would have been Ronnie Brown and Cadillac Williams' legacy had they not got cheated from going to the national championship that year?
That's cool.
Bro. That's
they were legend. They were great
What
college
would
backs.
have been Michael Dyer's legacy
Okay, hold on.
if he didn't leave?
Did they
Hold
have
on,
a
one
stats
second.
like Derrick Henry?
1 second. You said what would have been. This is what has happened at Alabama. 3,000-yard rushers, Heisman trophies, national championships.
But they
If I'm
got
running
like
back, Bama is
four
running
or
back
five
you.
3,000-yard rushers.
We just said national championship is a team thing, right?
Right, right. You're right. But okay,
Alright.
let's talk Heisman. That's individual.
That's okay. They got 2 Heisman.
They got
That's cool.
4 or 5 running backs with 3,000 yards
In their career.
and they
But you
they
gotta-
don't play until they don't
since
really
we talk
start.
about individual awards. Okay, the Heisman with Ronnie Brown and Cadillac Williams. You got to look at who they was competing against in the nation. They had Reggie Bush out there, bro.
No, those are 2 running backs
Okay,
against Bama's
6.
but we talking about individual awards.
Right,
We
but
got
we're
two
talking
Heisman
about
winners.
if you're a running back, 6 of them have done crazy things at Bama compared to just 2.
And how many have been in
3.
the running for the Heisman?
And that's what I'm saying.
Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown have been in the
That's
running
2.
for
You're
Heisman.
naming 2. How
Yeah,
many
it's
from
6.
Bama has been in the running for the Heisman?
Oh, all of them.
That's what I'm saying. It's running back you. Go. What's your 2 and 3?
Wait,
My-
who was your number? Who was
my
your
2?
Number 3, Pete.
I ain't have a 3.
Oh,
My number 2, I'm gonna have to go with Wisconsin.
But see, I'm not taking Wisconsin over USC.
they backed by committee. I'm not even no.
I'm not putting Wisconsin on there because it's their lineman.
What? Oh,
What?
man.
I can say the same thing for Bama. Matt, you argued that earlier.
Wisconsin has 14 All-American offensive linemen in the past 15
But
years.
what does that have to do with their running backs are still balling?
You're right, but I'm not putting them top 3.
Time out.
They top 3, bro.
Time out.
They top 3.
Time out. Pause.
What's up, Pete?
Earlier, in the year we argue that Alabama running backs only succeeded because of Nick Saban and that offensive line. So now we sitting here calling running back you.
I call them running back you because they have the best running backs
'Cause of that
in the
offensive
15-year period.
Either way, every running back that goes there has a chance to win a Heisman.
Facts.
T.J. Yeldon didn't.
They had a chance.
T.J. Yeldon had a chance.
You have a chance when you go to Bama to win a Heisman as a running back.
Which I
All right, what's your number 3?
No.
Well, I forgot who number 3 is. We got in this off-topic stuff.
All right, number 3
I'm
is
just-
Stanford. Bryce Love, Toby Gerhart, who almost won the Heisman, and Christian McCaffrey. Stephen Taylor. Stanford is number 3, running back you.
Oh my God.
Number 2 is Oregon. Just stop.
Oh.
Jonathan Stewart, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Royce Freeman, all All-Americans. LeGarrette Blount.
He balled the year before he played.
I ain't gonna argue with
Running
you.
back you number 2 is Oregon.
Cal. So Cal not on your list?
No, just stop. Number 2 is Oregon because no Cal back was better than Oregon's.
Marshawn
What?
Lynch.
Not in college.
Boy,
He was better. He was better than LaMichael James.
He
was better than Michael James?
Lynch.
So
Marshawn Lynch was never in the Heisman
USC ain't on there either?
Marshawn Lynch was never in the Heisman running.
LaMichael
USC
James.
not on there either?
Y'all forget what LaMichael James used to do?
Bro, Marshawn Lynch was a first-round draft pick for a reason. Yep.
LaMichael
Cat got your tongue.
James.
We're talking about college
Bro.
success though.
Yes, Marshawn Lynch was dominant in college football.
Facts.
He ain't have more rushing yards than LaMichael James.
I don't know.
Jarvis
man.
Best.
We need to pull a stat.
He-
Javon Best was not that great. He
Oh,
was good. He was
good.
good.
Oh,
He was
come on.
good.
Pete, what's up, man?
Oh,
What's up?
You know what Jarvis' best career highlight is?
Justin Forsett.
Oh,
Justin
my
Forsett.
C.J. Anderson.
LaMichael James ran for 5,000 career yards and 51 touchdowns.
And Kenyon Barner was running with him right next to him.
And Jonathan Stewart did all
I
that
told
too.
you I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna.
Oregon is way better running back you than Cal. Way better.
This is
I'm
enough
not
for me,
gonna
dog.
argue.
4 All-Americans in the past 15
I'm
years.
not gonna argue with you.
Hey, since y'all want to talk about systems,
Wait, and timeout. Y'all better put some respect on Ronnie Brown and Cadillac Williams' name.
No,
I
they're
got all
great.
the respect for him.
They're
Pete,
great.
that's dead, bro.
No, because they got just as many rushing yards as them Alabama backs.
Ohio
Just
State
name.
is not running back you, Trey Hatchett. I'm sorry.
Hey, they up there too.
No.
And number 1 is Bama.
Hold on, wait, timeout. Carlos Hyde, Zeke.
Those are good.
They got 2 running backs right now that's dominant.
Boy, you.
Stop that.
Boy.
Ohio State is up there.
No.
Ohio State is up there, bro.
No.
I think y'all forget what LaMichael James did to college football. He was
Bro,
5,000 career yards.
I
He
remember,
was
bro.
balling.
I remember.
Hey, we
Jonathan
remember-
Stewart was
we
killing.
remember what he did.
So
bro.
I got 3 Stanford, 2 Oregon, and 1 is Bama. This can't be questioned in my opinion. They're number 1 running back you. If you're a running back and you want to do anything in your career, you go to Bama.
But you can say that about any college, bro. You can go to Stanford and do something in your career, bro. You can go to.
But to me, Alabama's on a
Miami.
different level.
No,
Yes.
bro. It's just that they play on the primetime stage with the primetime coach.
Rushing
bro.
for 2,000.
Bro,
They rushing for 2,000.
that's only one player, bro. They was just a back by committee this year. So did they running backs take them this year?
Jalen Hurts.
It's a no for me, though.
Jalen Hurts, he a running back, bro.
Bro. Come on, bro.
My
All
number
right.
3.
Let's
It's
go.
the
What you got?
system, bro.
My number 3 all time is USC
All time.
since 03. That's
Okay.
USC.
Facts.
Let
They
me
got the
have
best
my
running back
Reggie
ever.
Hey, and y'all ain't named a duo on there. Out of none of these teams, I'm taking over Reggie Bush and Lindale White.
That's
Oh,
what
I
got
said
on
yeah,
here.
they got the best running back ever on that
Yeah,
list.
I got them on here.
And we forget
Number
Georgia.
2, we got Georgia. I got
Yeah.
Georgia.
Georgia.
Number
Wait.
1, I got Bama.
Why are you doing Georgia? Just because of this
Georgia?
year?
No.
No,
Because they're,
no.
I only like Todd Gurley and No. Moreno from the past 15 years.
So you don't like the duo with the most rushing yards in college football?
That was this year, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You take
You got to throw those 2 in
You
there.
gotta take them.
Matt, you got to.
Matter of
bro.
fact, let's go
Not
down
in
the
my
depth
top
chart. Hey, you.
Yeah.
Okay, we want to
You
talk
remember
about
that,
depth
right?
charts.
Come on.
And Alabama had Alvin Kamara 4th on a depth chart.
That's Tennessee, bro.
But he had him 4th on the depth chart. That's how good they're fucking.
But yeah, I got Georgia
running backs
second. I
were.
got Georgia second. I got Georgia.
I call myself.
Who you got number 1, Marv?
Bama.
It gotta be Bama, bro. It gotta be Bama. It has to be.
I'm taking Bama off of Derrick Henry alone.
I'm not taking him over Reggie Bush and Lindale White, dog. So
I am.
It's a no.
What?
I am.
It's a no.
That's a running back in college football.
I am.
Pete, he broke records.
Bro, I'm taking
And Reggie Bush broke records in ankles.
all these.
He did break ankles.
I'm taking him over some football greats.
I think we need to pause and take a break and take a deep breath.
No.
What great running
Derrick
back?
Henry?
What great running back in college football are you taking Derrick Henry?
Barry
over?
Sanders.
Bear Sanders.
Boy. So you gonna take him over Ricky Williams too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, yes.
Pass that. Pass that.
In
Pass
Bama
that.
offense, I'm taking him over. What you call it?
It's only two great running backs I'm taking over Derrick Henry.
Hey, listen.
Herschel Walker and Bo Jackson.
And Ricky Williams too.
No, bro, you're not taking Ricky Williams over Derrick
Derrick
Henry.
Henry, Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams was.
Hey, bro, if Derrick Henry played back there with Ricky Williams or all them boys back there,
8,000 yards.
Oh my boy,
It's gonna be like high school again.
Come
Now,
on,
now
Pete.
we just talking crazy.
It's gonna be like
All right,
high school
man.
again.
All right.
All right. Let's move on to wide receiver U. I'll go first on this one. You'll go first on the next one since we're all going to take our turn. Wide receiver U, number 3 is Oklahoma State.
Oh. Come on, man.
Number 3 is Oklahoma State.
Why?
Rashawn Woods, All-American. Des Bryant, All-American. Justin Blackmon did crazy things in college,
Yup.
starting as a sophomore.
Yep.
And James Washington. They have 4 All-American receivers in the past 15 years who did crazy things, put up crazy numbers.
That's fact.
That's number 3. Number 2 is Oklahoma.
He don't like that.
Mark Clayton, Broles, Sterling Shepard, D.D. Westbrook. They got dogs out there right now.
Oklahoma State receivers better than Oklahoma, so you need to flip them.
Sterling Shepard did unreal things.
We
He broke
flip
all the
them.
records.
We're forgetting one.
Flip them.
I know.
Kenny Stills.
Kenny Stills.
We
Flip
forgetting
them.
one.
Nah.
You talking about Mr. Getting knocked out?
Boy, Kenny Stills was a dog.
Hey,
in
man,
college
Mr.
football.
Getting knocked out.
And number 1, it's easy. 6 All-Americans in the past 15 years, constant first-round picks. It's USC.
I said that.
Listen to these names. Mike Williams, Steve Smith, not the real Steve Smith, but Steve Smith, he was a dog at USC. Robert Woods, Marquise Lee, Dwayne Jarrett was almost unstoppable at USC. Juju Smith-Schuster. It's USC. Wide receiver U.
I can
I'll
agree.
tell you, Burnett.
Go ahead.
I don't have a third one, but you know what I'm saying. Number 2, I got USC, and number 1, I got Clemson.
See, Clemson's receivers, I think, do better in the NFL than they did in college. And that's why I wasn't putting Clemson on my list, because this is college only.
The only argument I give for Clemson was during the time where DeAndre Francois, Hopkins and Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins,
and,
3-time All-American.
Martavius Bryant.
Martavius Bryant. It's another one. Deion Kane.
Mike Williams.
Mike Williams, but it's I can never think of his name. It's like
Jacoby Ford.
Chesapeake.
We need to
I know
throw
you're
Hunter
talking
Renfro in the list of great
Oh
Clemson
yeah,
receivers
he in there.
in college.
I mean, you got to put Clemson in there. You got to. I'm gonna take. I think it's USC, man.
Or wide receiver U?
Yeah.
All right, Tremaine, who you got? Wide receiver U, your top 3.
I got USC,
Number 1?
number 1.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State, and I don't know who my 3 is.
Clemson. Gotta put him down.
We all agree, though, USC is wide receiver U. That's pretty simple. That's cool. Come on, man. All right, tight end U.
Oh, yeah.
This is the one you get to start, Tremaine.
Go ahead.
Tight end U.
Florida Gators.
Nope.
My tight end, you. Nah, I ain't gonna say the Gators. Hey, Aaron Hernandez got a good case.
No.
You right.
He had a couple good cases.
Nah, I'm gonna have to say Notre Dame. I know I seen Dom on there talking about Iowa. Iowa up there, but I don't think they number 1, man.
I don't have
know.
Notre Dame even in my top 3.
For real.
Neither.
Who you got, Pete?
I picked Notre Dame also, man.
Really?
Tyler Eifert,
Kyle Rudolph?
Kyle Rudolph. How you pronounce his last name? Nicholas. Is that it? Nikkaa.
They had David Robinson's son, too, but I don't think he played tight end
No, he
or
played
receiver.
He played receiver. Yeah.
All right. You want to go on this one, or are you still going?
And I think you got to put Miami in there too. Shockey.
Oh, I forgot about Shockey, but that was before 2003, wasn't it? I think Shockey was
Might be.
prior to 03.
Greg Olsen and Kellen Winslow. I mean, that's still
Clyde
good.
Watford.
Cleve Walford, Njoku.
Give me your 2 or 3. Who you got? Tight end U.
Number 2, I got Penn State.
Jimmy Graham. Oh my lord.
And then at number 1, I got Miami.
Jimmy Graham was more of a basketball star in college than a football star. Who'd you have at number 1? I'm sorry.
Miami.
All right. Number 3, I'm putting Wisconsin.
Whoa!
Just
Go back. Why?
number 1.
Miami?
Why?
Why number 1?
Why?
You had him in
They
top 3.
named
That's
him.
not crazy. Listen, number 3, I got Wisconsin. Travis Beckham, Lance Kendricks, and currently Troy Fumagalli. Some great tight ends in college. Number 2, I have Miami for the reason we discussed. Ken Winslow Jr. was crazy. Greg Olson, Watford. But number 1, tight end U is Stanford. Kobe Fleener, Zach Ertz, Austin Hooper.
All right, see, is this NFL success or college success?
Zach Ertz and Kobe Fleener were crazy at Stanford.
All
Bro,
right.
you just named 3.
I named 3 for the other 2.
I'm saying I don't know who the last person was.
Austin Hooper?
Yeah.
He was a baller at Stanford.
He's killing it right now in the league, but he was a baller at Stanford too.
81.
Yeah, for the
Oh, okay,
Falcons.
all right.
The one that talked real
Stanford
Um,
is tight end U to me.
I think we need to throw Georgia in there also.
Why?
Benjamin Watson, Leonard Pope.
Wait, when did Benjamin Watson come out? He's old as crap.
Yeah, he was old. He is
They
old.
got some dogs.
All right, moving on. This one's going to be interesting. Let's see how much y'all did research on O-line U.
Oh, I'm good on that.
Because I have tons of...
Can I go first on this one?
Yeah, we're back to you for first.
Okay. Number 3, I got Wisconsin. Number 2, Bama. Number 1, I got Notre Dame.
No, Notre Dame has not been as successful as you think with O-linemen.
Yes.
Only recently. Notre Dame, their best linemen are coming out this year. And
I
they
got
had
Notre
Ronnie
Dame at
Stanley.
one.
Ronnie Stanley. All right, I'm number 2 on this go round. Number 3 is Oklahoma. 8 All-Americans in the past 15 years. Those All-Americans, let me see, where do I got them?
And they got one of the best tackles coming out.
All-Americans from Oklahoma in the past 15 years. Jamal Brown, Vince Carter, David Joseph, Duke Ryerson, Phil Lodeholt, Trent Williams, Gabe Icard, and Orlando Brown Jr. this year. For number 2, I got Bama, who has 11 in the All-Americans on the O-line in the past 15 years. Justin Smiley, Wesley Britt, Andre Smith, and Antoine Caldwell, Mike Johnson, Barrett Jones, who's one of the most underrated college football players, I think, to play O-line. He was a great center for their championship teams. DJ Fluker, Chance Warmack, Cyrus, I can't say his last name.
Quanjo.
Yeah, Quanjo. Ryan Kelly, and Cam Robinson. And number 1, O-line U, them big boys from Wisconsin. 14 All-Americans in the past 15 years. David Edwards, Bo Bench, I don't know if y'all can pronounce his name, Ryan Ramczyk, Rob Havenstein, Kyle Koskin, Ricky Wagner, Travis Frederick, Peter Kahns, Kevin Zeitler. There's another John, I can't pronounce the last name, Gabe Karimi, Craig Ervig, Joe Thomas. This was still in the past 15 years, and Dan Bueing. So, O-line U to me is Wisconsin.
I'm gonna put. I didn't do this one, but I'm gonna put Wisconsin in there also. I think Michigan got a few players you could throw in there as well. Notre Dame definitely got more than a few. They got 2 brothers on the Cowboys O-line, or Zach Martin.
Actually, I made a mistake. Oklahoma's not number 3. It would be Ohio State. Ohio State has put in 9 All-Americans in the past 15 years.
Ohio State. I don't know who I'll go with on this one, but they got some pretty good players in the line.
O-line U?
I'm going to say Wisconsin. I don't know really too much about the O-line, but Wisconsin put out some dogs.
All right, so now we finished offensive U positions. It's time for defense, and I know once we get to DBU, it's going to be insane on this show, especially when I tell Pete Florida State's not in the top 3.
What?
All right, moving on to defensive line U. Pete, you're up first. Who you got at your top 3?
D-line U. I got Bama at 1, and that's it.
Same for me. Got Bama at 1.
Yeah, when I wrote mine down, I didn't write it in no order. I got Bama at 1.
Come on, y'all, do some research.
Hey,
Number 3, Florida State. All right, and I'm just going to name names. Travis Johnson, Cameron Wimley, Broderick Buntley, Brajan Warner, Timmy Jernigan, Eddie Goldman, and DeMarcus Walker.
Ooh, keep going, baby. Mario Edwards.
Jr. So Florida State is 3. Number 2 is LSU. Chad Lavalis, Marcus Spears, Claude Roten, Kyle Williams, Glenn Dorsey, Drake Nevis, Sam Montgomery, Benny Logan. Let's talk about Daniil Hunter.
You ain't say Glenn Dorsey.
I did. I did. Yeah, Glenn Dorsey.
Glenn Dorsey was that man.
Number 1 is Ohio State.
Oh, I
Will
knew
Smith,
it. I
Tim
knew it.
Anderson,
Talk
Quentin
about-
Pincock, Vernon Golson, Jonathan Hankins, Michael Bennett, Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, Adolphus Washington.
So Bama is not going in your top.
All they have is 5 great defensive linemen they've had.
But we seen
Terrence Cody,
Week in,
Marcel
week
Darius,
out.
Jesse Williams, Deshaun Robinson, Jonathan Allen. I'm going Florida State 3, LSU 2,
Tim Williams.
Ohio State 1.
Tim Williams.
Bro.
Deshaun Robinson.
Bama has at least 2 top defensive linemen every year.
It's a no for me, dog.
All right.
Oh man, D-line U is all right. See, we should have.
I got Bama, Clemson, and Ohio State in that.
Oh, you got it.
Clemson is really close.
Yeah.
I got
They're-
Clemson at 2.
They're close.
Oh man, this is the thing, bro. We should have made like, nah, you can't do that. I was gonna like, we should have made some guidelines like the players gotta have this or that, but that'd have made it too technical. What's next?
I like how we left it open though because we're all coming up with different things to discuss it.
Yeah.
Did you do yours? Was it-
Bama.
No, nobody
Bama, bro. It's Bama.
blinded. by
No,
the SEC.
I'm not blinded. I'm going by off of college players that win games for Bama.
I mean, you could put Florida in there too.
Yes, you can.
You can,
You
but-
can. But listen, Terrence Cody won Bama games by himself.
Okay.
What's your boy name?
I think. Hold on, wait.
I could say Joey Bosa won a couple games for Ohio State.
No,
Yeah.
one game. Penn State. He won one game against Penn State.
So he never got other late sacks, fumbles.
Now
nothing.
that
one
I'm
game
thinking
against
about
Penn
it,
State.
you know who D tackle you is?
Who?
We didn't do D-Tech, we did D-line though.
D-line you, Florida State.
I put him
Oh
3.
my God.
I put him 3.
No. Bro, listen, when you're talking about pure destruction on that D-line, you're talking about Bama.
How can you not
Bama
think
D-line.
about
But now that
Ohio
I'm thinking
State?
about it, it's mostly recent success.
It's 15 years.
Yes, he was naming, all right, Darnell Dockett, you know what I'm saying, Broderick Bunkley, Eddie Goldman, Bajon Warner.
Yeah.
Timmy
Tank Carey-
Jernigan was a
Tank, Timmy Jernigan, Tank
Eddie
Carey,
Goldman.
Yeah.
Mario Edwards, DeMarcus Christmas.
I'm not arguing that they not top. I didn't say they wasn't top. But they not D-line you. I can't go with nobody but Bama, man.
Ohio State has 9 All-Americans in the past 15 years on D-line.
Oh, I got something later for that though. I got something later for that. for that All-American stuff you talking. I'm gonna ask Peter and y'all something.
That's good. So that's what I got. We'll move to linebacker U, and I think it's Pete's turn to go first, or did you go first on that one?
Yeah, it's on me.
All right.
Florida State.
Get out. Not even in the top
That's
3.
number 1. Number 2, I get you gotta go Alabama, but it's crazy because Alabama success on their D line, linebackers, and their DBs been from
2008 to now.
2008 until now.
But that's still a good
Run,
8-9
yeah,
years. I mean,
exactly. So in my top 3, I don't even know if I'm gonna put them in no type of order, but I'm definitely gonna have to go Penn State.
I used to
Florida
think
State.
that.
And Alabama.
Tremaine, you're up.
For me,
Linebacker U.
I'm gonna have to say Florida State. I'm gonna have to go with them, man.
The head busters.
Really?
I'm gonna have to go with them. I don't know.
Name
Maybe
their linebackers.
Nigel Bradham, Mr. Alexander, Telvin Smith. Let me see who else.
Terrence Smith.
Do Ernie
Terrence
Sims.
Smith.
Ernie Sims.
What's the name played? Was that before 2003?
Who?
I can't remember his name.
Reggie-
You
Reggie
can put
Buckle.
Nick Moody in there too.
All right. Linebacker U number 3, Oklahoma.
Mm.
Rufus Alexander, Curtis Lofton, Eric Stryker, Teddy Lehan. I can't say dude's name from this year.
Oh,
I
I want to say somebody else. USC, you can throw them in there too.
I got them number 2
You throw them in there.
because USC's had Matt Grotengood, Lofa Tutupu, Keith Rivers, Raymond Aluga, Brian Cushing, Sua Cravens. They have Cameron Smith this year.
Clay Matthews.
Clay Matthews, he didn't do that much in college though. He was hurt a lot in college, and his success came in the NFL.
I'm still getting it.
Number 1, it's Bama. D'Amico Ryans, Rolando McClain, Dante Hightower, Courtney Upshaw, C.J. Mosley, Trey Priest, Reggie Ragland, Ruben Foster,
That's what I
Rashawn
said.
Evans.
They got some dogs, bro.
Bama's linebacker U.
They got some dogs.
I definitely should have put them there. But I got at 3 I got Ohio State, 2 LSU, number 1 I got Florida State.
All right.
I forgot how cold Nofu Tutupu was.
He was a dog at USC.
But when I put LSU,
I think it's
for some reason what stood out to me is they outside backers. Like those
They're
guys
like
like they
DNs,
label as
though.
DNs, they be outside backers. So that's why I put them there.
Yeah, I get you.
And you know, you got dudes like they get a dude like Deion Jones every other year. You know what I'm saying? So
All right, the way this DBU order is going to go, where we're at. Tremaine's first, it goes around, and then people will be last.
Oh no, I want to go last.
no, because we already know who you gonna put first.
This is the way the order's been playing out.
I know Dom gonna have something to say about
Alright.
this.
Roll up your
Dom,
sleeves. And I got names, and I got stats, and I got research. But who you got? Because we all know you think Florida's DBU.
Number 3. I'm gonna go with
In the past 15 years.
15 years.
Ohio State.
Okay.
Number 2, Alabama.
Okay.
Number 1,
You ain't even put them boys up there.
Florida.
No.
Florida is DBU,
Why?
bruh. Y'all know why Florida is DBU.
Explain it.
Explain it.
A lot of All-Americans, always locked down. The real Legion of Boom.
Oh man.
The real Legion of Boom.
Oh.
Before the yes, bro. All right, man. Tell me when Florida hasn't had a lockdown corner.
I understand. I got them in my list.
All right.
But
Tell,
they're not DBU.
tell me.
We're going to list ours, and then we'll get some more.
All right, go ahead. All right.
I have a tie at number 3. It's between Florida and LSU.
Put them number 2.
Listen, they both have 9 All-Americans in the past 15 years.
Count
Florida.
them up.
I did it.
How many times you counted that?
Look, there's 9. Kwan Ratliff, Reggie Nelson, Joe Hayden, Ahmad Black, Nat Elam, Vernon Hargraves, Marcus May, and Jalen Tabor.
Put
That's
Vernon
our-
Hargraves on there twice.
Okay, but that's one. No. Listen, if we would have listed twice, this would have been totally different. But it's one player
'Cause
that
LSU
got an
would've
All-American.
been- LSU
because we've
would've been-
had a lot of players get double All-Americans, but that counts.
Right.
This is players producing. I gave you guys Janoris Jenkins because he was a baller at Florida, and I think they deserve Janoris Jenkins.
Shut
for that.
Julio down to no tubs.
I believe Janoris Jenkins deserves to be given to Florida. LSU, Corey Webster, LaRon Landry, Patrick Pearson, Morris Claiborne, Tyrann Mathieu, Eric Reed, Jalen Mills, Jamal Adams, Tre'Davious White.
Hey, all right, man, go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
whoa.
I'm going to get to what I'm saying later.
That's my tie at 3. But if we're talking about nonstop, like changing games, Tyrann Mathieu may be the greatest game-changing DB we've ever seen.
Facts.
All right. Number 2, it's Ohio State. Will Allen, Dante Hittner, Malcolm Jenkins, Kurt Coleman. In college, Chimidi Chikawa. He was a baller. Bradley Roby, Von Bell, Malik Hooker, and Denzel Ward this year. These are all All-Americans. All right. Oh, Marshawn Lattimore, too.
Oh,
and then
my
at number
God,
1,
man.
DBU is Bama.
No.
Listen, Marlon Humphrey,
got
Mika,
this.
Eddie Jackson, Landon Collins, HaHa Clinton Dix,
You
John
just-
Milner,
got
Menzies, Drake Kirkpatrick,
I
Mark
got it.
Barron, Javier Arenas, Rashad
Cyrus
Johnson.
Jones,
11 All-Americans.
None of them were locked down.
Cyrus Jones.
And
But
number 3,
it's a couple on that list that was actually locked down.
Well, they're All-Americans.
Why? You know why.
That could be why.
You know why.
But-
all right, now go ahead, B.
This is Omar.
Oh, all right.
At number 3, I got Florida. Number 2, I got LSU. And number 1, I got Florida State.
List the ballers for Florida State secondary.
Hey, but hey, I'm
You want to do that for me?
Because there's only 6. Actually,
Whoa!
true
See,
ballers.
he listed. You
Whoa!
know who else
Whoa!
All-Americans you listed?
Not all of them. Because
'Cause-
Xavier Rhodes wasn't
Because
All-American.
if that's the case, I can put LSU number 1. They secondary was locked down.
They only have 9 All-Americans.
But they
Alabama has 11.
had a lot of
Bro, it's-
dudes who, in their secondary
Man,
who wasn't
it's a
All-American.
lot of players that don't get the
Exactly.
recognition. They be locked down.
Which is why I added players like Xavier Rhodes, who wasn't an All-American.
But it's a lot of players for Florida State that should be on there that wasn't
Exactly.
All-Americans, bro.
They're not in my top 3.
All right, I'm gonna start off like this. Number 1, the real DBU is Texas.
No.
They could be up there.
No.
I was surprised at how many great DBs they have.
Kenny Vaccaro,
Yep.
Earl Thomas,
Aaron Ross,
Aaron Ross,
Michael Griffin,
Michael Huff,
Michael
Michael
Huff.
Griffin. They had some
Nathan
dogs.
Daster, And they got Deshaun Elliott.
Blake Gideon.
Exactly. They had some dogs.
It's interesting to hear you say Texas though after
Yeah.
all the arguments we done had about
Well,
Florida State.
I know
Florida.
I know who the real DBU is, but if I don't say it, everybody gonna say I'm biased. Number 2, South Carolina.
Oh my God, man!
I'm about to leave this
Oh,
show.
Listen to the names. Let me go through the names. Jonathan Joseph, Dante Robinson, Darian Stewart, DJ Swearinger, Stephen Gilmore, Chris Culver, Captain Mudderland.
With LSU.
Yeah, didn't he?
Who?
Jonathan Joseph went to LSU.
South Carolina on here. Might be more than one.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one from the Texans.
Number 3, Ohio State got some dogs, man.
I can't see South Carolina in the top 5.
Ohio State got some dogs, man.
No Florida State DBU?
Man, you know I think Florida State DBU, but if I say it, it's
Hey, bro,
biased.
I'm not going for that, bro. Florida is DBU, bro.
What you mean?
Period.
What you mean?
We're in the top 3.
No, since 2003, name a time when Florida hasn't had no lockdown defenders.
Name a time when any school hasn't had a lockdown defender. Out of those top schools we call DBU.
Bama this year.
This year, okay, let's we erase one.
Mika
year.
was not locked down. He wasn't locked down last year.
He just won the Thor.
Just because he got
Why?
scored one time,
You
don't
know
mean-
why? No, it's not one time, Mark.
How many
It's
times
no-
he got
I
scored?
showed you.
How many times he got scored?
At least 4 or 5. And I showed you the
4 or
videos.
5 out of
I
how
showed
many
you.
targets?
I showed you the videos.
4 or 5 out of how many
I
targets?
showed you the videos.
4 or 5
He
out
didn't
of
even
how
lead
many
the SEC and pass the
4
defense.
or 5 out of how
He
many
never
targets?
led the SEC and pass defense.
But we're talking overall.
Yes, I'm talking. But I'm-
DBU is corners and safeties.
You
yes.
know dang well
And-
Mika Fitzpatrick cold.
Name a safety from Bama that played better than Ahmad Black.
Haha, Clint Diggs.
No, he didn't. Pull up the stats. Pull up the stats.
Ahmad Black just had a lot of picks.
Pull up. No, he had a lot of tackles to 100 to be exact.
He was a good hitter.
There's
To be
no,
exact.
there's no school. Texas has 12 players drafted from their DBs. Alabama only has more with 14. They got 200 plus players
But we
playing
not-
in the NFL.
We're not talking about the NFL. We're talking about college.
I mean, you have to do something in college to get drafted, right?
And look at Florida.
Y'all got 200 plus players, DBs playing in the NFL since 2006?
Mike.
It's a no for me,
Right? You don't know.
Man, I got Florida and LSU tied at 3. So I mean,
Hey, bro.
They're up there.
I'm
They're
not
up
going
there.
for that, bro.
So what registers LSU as number in that 3 spot?
well, I got.
Their
Patrick
past
Peterson.
history.
I mean, Morris Claiborne, Patrick Pierce, and Tyrann Mathieu were insane in college, and Tyrann Mathieu was absolutely ridiculous. Tre'Davious White was really good. Jamal Adams, one of the top safeties in the country.
Eric Reed,
LaRon Landry was
Eric
nasty
Reed.
at
Eric
LSU.
Reed.
Yeah,
Craig
Eric-
Lawson,
Yeah.
Eric Reed, Corey Webster was a dog,
and Ron Brooks.
but
baller.
I think it's tied with
At
Florida.
that nickel, he was a baller.
I think he was tied. They're tied with Florida to me.
All right. In my heart, I know FSU is DBU,
I know Florida DBU.
but I'm gonna give it
No.
to Texas.
And I'm gonna give it to Bama. Ohio State second.
You think around that time? Think of the players who played in the national championship game with Texas.
Yeah, Michael Griffin.
A lot
Blake
of
Gideon.
dogs.
Yeah. I don't think Texas does it consistently enough. They've had huge gaps. That's my problem with Texas. They've had some great players, but they've had gaps too.
I mean, if we
Teams
do,
like Bama, LSU, and Florida, Ohio State, they haven't had gaps. It's just constant.
no, Alabama's is constant now from 2008.
Yeah, but once it started, it's constant.
From
And in the
2008.
past 15 years, it's still better than every other school.
If we were to track,
Last 10 years, it might be different.
if we were to track Texas's DBs from 06 to maybe 1996, I'm pretty sure it'd be the same as Alabama's. If we were to track it that way. But after Mac Brown left, that program went to.
They're an honorable
Who knows?
mention for sure. Michigan's another one I thought that was close, and Clemson, USC. I mean,
Virginia Tech.
So nobody got Miami up there.
Miami in the last 15 years only had 3 great DBs.
That's a fact.
This
Sean
year,
Taylor, Antrell Roll, Brandon
this year
Merriweather.
puts a lot of names on.
There was another corner I liked. What was his name?
Artie
Howard?
Burns,
Howard?
Tracy Howard.
Tracy Howard. I liked him.
Shields.
But he was before 2003, wasn't he?
No, Sam Shields was like early 2009, 2010, 2011. Sam Shields he just went to the Packers.
I thought he was older when the Packers won the Super Bowl.
No.
Yeah, but to me, I mean, Bama, Ohio State too. Ohio State's put out some great players over the
Chris
years.
Gamble.
Ohio State. I ain't gonna say that because we
That's
talking about
2002
college.
though.
Yeah, not
talking-
I'm just saying that's my favorite
Oh, yeah.
DB from Ohio State, Chris Gamble.
Baller. He played
Dante,
receiver too.
Dante Whitner and Malcolm Jenkins were some awesome players to watch in college too.
Mhm.
And Malik Hooker,
Yeah.
for not having a football background, what he was able to do at Ohio State, he looked like Ed Reed in college. I mean, he was nasty.
What's your boy at Ohio State right now? Number 12.
Ward?
He is not locked down. I'm gonna throw that out there right now.
Hey, he won All-American too.
He might go in the first round.
Hey,
Yes.
hey, but listen, I said Eli Apple was garbage coming out of college, and look what's happening.
I ain't gonna call
Hey,
him, man.
bro,
garbage.
bro,
He
that-
can't
dude-
flip his hips.
Dude
got a
from
lot
hey,
distracted
dude
him,
from
bro.
12 from Ohio State, bro. All right, man. I ain't gonna say
I'm
too
not
much,
gonna.
bro.
All right, maybe
All right.
dude from that's there now, but I'm not gonna call Eli Apple garbage.
Eli Apple
Yes.
was decent in college, bro.
Yeah,
he was
but
good.
I
He-
ain't
he
gonna
ain't-
call.
He was protected by a lot of help. That's what I'm saying about Eli Apple.
Hey,
I was
Mika
good.
protected by a lot of people, bro.
Mika is
Okay,
the part of the protection.
I'm gonna ask you this,
Why
man.
you gonna take
that?
Man, so when Mika get drafted to go to the league, he ball.
Whoa,
You
whoa,
gonna give him his
whoa,
respect?
we cannot expect any Bama DBs to ball.
You gonna give him his respect?
Bro, the best Bama DB that I've seen ball. No, a corner.
You didn't ask
No,
my
no,
question.
I'm talking about corner. Your boy from the Ravens.
You didn't answer my question.
Marlon Humphrey.
You didn't answer my
And
question.
he ain't even. He's good. He had a good year.
So is Landon Collins not?
I'm talking about corners
Yeah,
though.
they produce
I'm talking about
safeties. They
corners.
don't produce corners. Their corners.
Yeah,
have
they
been
safety's
bust.
good.
Alabama corners are bust in the league.
Man,
And that's a
Facts,
fact.
bro.
Mika
That's a fact.
Fitzpatrick don't get off.
Mika get most.
Ray Kirkpatrick is probably the best corner Alabama's produced.
What's your boy
D.
name?
Milliner.
No, what's your man name? Play for the Texans.
For the Texans.
Yeah, he played at Alabama in probably like 07, 08.
I don't
Menz-
know.
no, not Menzie.
He was there.
Javier Arenas?
No.
Rashad Johnson? Mark
what's-
Barron's now playing linebacker, so he don't count as a DB anymore.
Oh, I can't think of his name.
I know who you're talking
Kareem
about.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought he's from Bama?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man.
Who was the Mississippi State corner that was?
I don't know. I thought
I
he
thought-
was from Bama.
Let me double check on that.
Hey, man, listen, bro. Bama get a little bit of gas with them DBs, bro.
Man, bro, and we talking about college. See, we not talking.
Yeah, I'm talking about
No,
college.
in college they're ballers.
No,
Man,
Yeah, they ballers. I'm gonna give it to you. But Mika shouldn't have won best DB this year. He shouldn't have. It was biased, bro. It was biased.
but see, you talking about.
I agree with that because I think Joshua Jackson
In
from
facts,
Iowa
bro,
should have
it's
won
a-
best
it's
DB,
a
and that's
fact.
why he's projected in the top 15 this year.
It's a
and I
fact.
told y'all he was a first rounder, and you wanted to say no, he wasn't.
Why?
Huh?
But why?
No,
should-
I said chill
why
on him a
should
little
he-
bit.
why
I
should
said
So you
he-
said he
Heisman.
should have won a Heisman.
No,
Yeah,
I said
you
he
said
should have been in
Heisman.
the, I didn't
No,
say
that's what-
winning. I said should have been in the race.
Why
at
should-
that time.
Yeah, that's why I
should
said
he have
chill on
been-
him.
Why should he have won?
Why he shouldn't have?
Why should he?
Look,
have
pull
won?
up the stats.
He had the most picks in the
How many
country.
picks he had?
Like
8 or
8.
9, and he had 3 touchdowns, I think, and he was locked down.
Mika only had like 2 or 3.
So
or 4.
Javaris Smith should have won it the year before, right?
Didn't
I
he
thought
win?
he was underrated.
Or Jarrell Holliman from.
Didn't he win it?
Gerard Holliman won it
He
one year.
did.
Oh, he should
Holliman
have
won
won
it.
it.
He did.
He won it 1 year.
The year he had
Yeah,
like 9 picks.
he had like 9 picks.
Who won it the year before?
Joshua Jackson was the best DB in the country this year, in my opinion.
Who won the
Last year?
last year?
What? It wasn't Jabril Peppers.
Yes, it was.
It was?
Yeah.
No, it might have been Adoree.
It was.
Yeah, it was Dory.
And what's the name one most versatile?
Adoree last year.
Yeah.
Snow for me, dog.
No, yeah, Adoree.
But listen, bro, Minka won it because of everything he do for that.
Everything his team did for him.
No, bro, because
But Joshua Jackson was a better DB.
bro,
Facts.
if you think back to a couple seasons ago when Bama was having all those problems in their secondary, they was moving Rink around everywhere.
Okay, so
Yes,
you
bro,
can get him
you
most
can-
versatile like
Stop
Derwin
the
James
bleeding.
got.
Yeah, you can move him around, Peter. I'm not saying he's
That's
not a
versatile.
good player, bro.
That's
but
versatility.
he's not the best DB, bro. Period.
But if I can move him to corner, he gonna lock you up. I put him at safety, he gonna lock some up. And I put him in the nickel, he can lock some up. How is he not the best DB?
You say same thing about Duke Dawson.
Boy,
Minka Fitzpatrick and Duke Dawson on.
2 different levels.
No, it's not.
Yes, they
No,
are.
it's not. Pull up them stats.
Bro, you
Pull up the completion percentage against them.
Tremaine.
They play the same competition.
When-
Pull up the
when-
completion percentage.
when-
Pull it up.
Listen.
I'm asking y'all to pull it up.
listen,
All
They
right.
play, they play the same comp.
All right,
Bro,
man.
what team?
When Duke Johnson shoot his shot, it's playground. When Minka shoot his shot, it's finals. 96 buzzer beater.
No. You want to know? You want to know why it's like that though? Do you want to know why?
Tell me
He's
why.
gonna say D-line and linebackers.
No. Nick Saban.
Minka don't get none of that. Wasn't he just returning picks to the crib to get them to the championship?
How many?
It doesn't matter. He's putting points on the board for his team.
How many win?
You just put Duke Dawson.
Win.
Patrick.
No, I'm saying because you can move Duke Dawson all around the field. That don't make him the best.
Minka's better than him.
You can. I guarantee you can move Joshua Jackson around. I guarantee.
I think Joshua Jackson's the best DB this year.
All right, man. I mean, we all got our own opinions.
And I think dude from Miami was better than
Chill on that.
Jaquan
boy.
Johnson?
Chill on
Jaquan Johnson?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the corner. My
No,
bad.
Jaquan
My
Johnson.
bad.
You talking about 12? From
No, I'm
No,
talking about
the
Jaquan
other
Johnson.
one.
2018.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chill on that,
Jackson,
bro.
he-
Chill on that.
He coming
Jaquan
back for one
Johnson
more year. He got to get. He
Was
gotta
a game
get-
changer for Miami. Game changer.
He was.
Y'all kind of gassing him too, though.
Minka
a
is
little
a
bit.
game.
Just a
So
little
Minka,
piece.
is Minka Fitzpatrick not a game changer?
Yes,
for Alabama?
yes.
Duke
But the
Johnson-
dude from Iowa is a better game changer.
Listen,
He was one of the reasons they beat Ohio State.
listen,
And then he had a pick six in 2 straight weeks and 2 in 1 game.
listen. This is what I'm gonna say. Duke Dawson, Joshua Jackson. They both great players. I'm not doubting none of them. It's just a different level with
No,
Minka.
it's not.
I
don't agree with that.
Peter. Listen, go back to when Minka played Florida in the SEC championship.
Pick
Listen,
six.
you want to know where that pick six came from? Defensive line. He threw the ball right to Minka.
Okay, I still have to do the race to the end zone. What do you?
It's not hard. It is
He
hard.
did the
This is
race. He did the
not
race.
football.
Whoa. If you want to talk about race to the end zone, Joshua Jackson had 2 in 1 game and 3 in 2 games.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Minka
And led the league led the country in picks.
That's fine, bro.
That's all fine and dandy. If Jair Alexander didn't get hurt, he would have won the Thor.
Listen,
We
bro.
all-
We don't know that.
Listen, bro.
We do.
It was football.
Listen, bro. Minka rightfully deserved that award this year, bro.
No, he did
so.
not,
He did,
bro.
bro.
You can't say he deserved that award when somebody outplayed him. Somebody outplayed him
It's
over
a
there.
1-year window for the best at that position, and Joshua Jackson was better.
Bro,
Facts.
you got to think. We talking about the plays Minka Fitzpatrick get burned on. He got burnt what? Twice against Clemson with Deshaun Watson, right?
Nope, that's a different year.
No. Renfro killed him the first year, and Renfro killed him the
Yeah,
second
we're
year.
talking about this season. That didn't happen this season.
That's what I'm saying. In this season, Minka was doing everything for Alabama. When Alabama
Minka was not doing everything for Alabama.
Yes, he was. When Alabama core defense,
Didn't he miss like 3 games too?
when Alabama core linebackers got hurt, it's Minka and those guys stepping up to be.
But Minka
the surgeon.
did not do everything for Bama. You cannot say
You're
that.
telling me I gotta pick one of them? I'm taking Josh Jackson this season.
Yes.
All right, that's cool. You gonna make it to the Big Ten championship? 'Cause we gonna
That's
go-
the team.
That's a team. That's not.
We're talking about one player who's better.
But we're talking about the captain of the best defense in the country.
Hey, hold on. Minka was giving up stuff in that championship too.
Oh man. All right, bro.
Go
Joshua
watch it
Jackson's
again.
better.
All right, facts.
When you take
And that's why
shots,
he's gonna get
take
drafted
time.
much higher.
No, it ain't
Did
shot.
Minka?
Huh?
They have Josh Jackson projected top 15.
That's all fine.
But
Minka gonna ball in the
listen,
league.
listen.
No,
bro.
he's not. No corner
Yeah, he
from
is.
Alabama is balling in the league. Tell me one.
He's gonna
Bro, but listen, bro. Minka teams go away from Minka.
like they do.
And if they go at Joshua Jackson, it's a pick 8 times this year.
Yes, in
3 for touchdown.
In 2015, Minka was a freshman, 2 touchdowns.
And you know, hold on,
his
time out.
first full season as a starter, he
Time
got
out.
6 picks.
Time out. Hey, go back to when Johnny Manziel beat what you call it? Who was their best? Who was Bama best DB? Marlon Humphrey.
In 2012,
Yeah, Marlon Humphrey wasn't it?
I don't know. It probably was 2012. It might have been Cyrus Jones.
Jones.
I'm not sure. I don't recall who was on the team that year.
All right, fair enough.
I think he was
Fair
Cyrus
enough.
Jones.
But listen, Minka was a freshman. Minka jumped on the scene at Alabama. We talking about all the
Yes,
great,
bro,
all
yeah.
the great players Alabama have in college. Minka was one of those great players his freshman year. Then he came back the next season as a full-time starter and got 6 picks.
Whoa. Joshua Jackson has as many picks this year, 8, Minka's entire career is 9.
That's cool. Thank you. Now, where would Johnson Jackson line up in that elite secondary in 2015 with Alabama?
Starting that corner.
Yes.
Over Marlon Humphrey?
Yes. Bro, you know he get most too. When they every time somebody beats Bama, bro, they go at their best corner and they always give up stuff. Jump balls, let me snatch that.
Yes, we're talking about Deshaun Watson and Mike Williams.
No, I'm talking about Mike Evans.
Once again, we are talking about a first-round draft pick, one of the best receivers in college football. Who does
Lock something up.
Who did Ohio State have on their team this year that was a threat at receiver?
Nobody.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
What? So he didn't perform all year?
No, he did his thing, bro. I'm saying he did his. I'm not taking no
Peter
credit
saying-
away from him, bro.
Listen, go to what you call it? Your boys.
Who?
I can't think
Penn
of. No, who beat Bama? Ole Miss. Them boys was getting off on them.
All right.
Throw this ball up.
What you talking
Go
about
get
the
him.
year they beat him?
Go get
They
him.
had Treadwell.
If Trevor wasn't no receiver balling, all of
I
them
know,
was
but you're
balling.
right though.
And the dude from Ole Miss this year is one of the top receivers in college football.
All right,
Let
listen.
me
really
get
quick.
that game winner.
Who did Minka pick off in his career that's playing in the NFL like quarterbacks?
I don't know. Who did Jackson
Austin
pick off?
I said
Appleby.
I'm gonna tell you. That's why I asked.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Austin
I
Appleby.
can't think of a
So
schedule.
Josh
yet.
Allen's projected number 1 overall. Joshua Jackson picked him off.
Josh Allen.
from Wyoming. It's all right. Let him finish.
What?
Go ahead.
He's gonna be the number 1 overall
I
pick. He
feel
picked
you.
him off.
I feel you.
3 off of JT Barrett.
All right.
2 off of Wisconsin's quarterback, and look what he just did to Miami.
Keep booking.
Then he picked off Boston College quarterback
All right.
He's a runner.
and North Texas.
All right. That's cool. I mean,
Minka, let me pull up his game log.
bro, I'm not taking nothing away from you, bro. Not a thing. I promise.
Career. Minka picks 2 off of Texas A&M in 15. Who was their quarterback? 2015.
Probably.
No, wasn't it Ryan Tannehill?
No,
No.
2015.
Probably
It was
Kenny
Trevor Knight.
Hill.
Kenny Hill, garbage.
Oh, it was Kenny Hill. Yeah.
All right, so he picked off Kenny
He
Hill.
was garbage. He was garbage.
Kenny Hill, not garbage.
He was garbage.
Man, you was just capping for that man this year.
I said
TCU.
no. I said senior quarterbacks have their Gary Patterson's best years.
2015, 2016 season.
2015.
It was Trevor Knight.
Let me look at it.
Yeah, it was Trevor Knight. It was Trevor Knight. No, he got hurt that game.
Their number 1 quarterback that season was Kyle Allen.
Yeah, he got,
Oh
he got
yeah,
hurt.
that was when
So this
Dude
man
went there.
balled against Kyle Allen. Interceptions. Who else he pick off? Louisiana State, LSU quarterbacks. Let's not even bring those garbage boys up at quarterback.
I told you, bro.
He
it's-
picked off a Florida quarterback. Okay,
That's what I'm
garbage.
saying,
He
bro.
picked off Jake Browning. We saw
Better
what
than
Jake Browning
Hornibrook.
did.
better than Hornibrook.
Who?
LSU quarterbacks.
What?
Hey,
biased.
man, leave him alone, man. Leave him alone, man.
And then he picked off Texas A&M this season. Kenny Hill again. 3 of his 9 career picks off of Kenny Hill.
Kenny Hill. What?
No, Kenny
Oh,
Hill was
okay.
the quarterback this
All
year.
right. Either way, he ain't picked off nobody.
All right, bro. Now let me go back. Let's go back and look at something else. I want to see something right quick. That's 1 T, 2 T's, 3, 4. All right.
Defensive TDs?
Yeah. 4 D.
0 in his first year. 0
Whoa,
in his,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
1 in his
whoa,
second,
whoa,
2 in his
whoa,
second year.
Whoa. Check that again now.
Oh.
2015, he got 2.
Oh, against Texas A&M.
So that means he picked off 2 passes and took it to the crib.
Against who?
It
Kyle,
don't-
Kyle Allen?
Bro, hold on. We are talking about Division I players in the SEC, bro. They not playing. They
So Florida quarterback's good?
No, but bro, you still have to go run this ball against active. He not playing in the NAC. He ain't playing in the NAC.
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
okay. When we're picking off these horrible quarterbacks, and they're usually pick sixes, they're jumping, and they're in full speed, ain't nobody catching them. Because they're D1 athletes.
Bro, you still, bro. Listen, bro.
Bro,
Y'all-
let's be real, bro. Minka was getting messed up by Antonio Callaway, bro. He got a pick 6 because of quarterback, bro.
All right, man.
He gave up a tug. Got Moss.
Joshua Jackson's the better DB.
All right, man. But we called JT Barrett garbage all season, but he picked JT Barrett off.
Because he's garbage. He picked him off 3
So
times.
he get credit
Or
for
twice.
that?
I didn't list him as the great quarterback. I said I shrugged JT Barrett. That's nothing.
And struck Josh Allen too,
Number 1 overall pick.
bro. Who is he threatened by, bro?
He's still
An
throwing the
NFL
ball,
quarterback.
All right.
compared to SEC quarterbacks who couldn't play arena ball.
Oh man. Hey, Josh Allen, bro, they
What's
putting a
the
lot of
name?
pressure on you right now. A lot of pressure.
I'm
on
not
you,
the
bro.
one saying he should be a number 1 overall pick, but the fact is he's going to be if he's not number 1 overall, he's going to be a top 10 pick.
All right. To the Cleveland Browns.
They said number 1 overall. That's where they think he's going.
All right, now.
What Cleveland Brown scout said is they told him to take Carson Wentz a couple years back because he was that good, and he thinks this is Carson Wentz but better. That's what the same scout said that hyped up Carson Wentz.
Hey man, Minka a dog, man. Don't try
Yes,
to-
bro. Minka
Cool.
good, bro.
But he ain't Joshua Jackson.
He just didn't deserve that award, bro. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So this was Position U episode. Next week, I'm not sure what we got for you, but it'll be my last episode in Illinois. I'm going back to Vegas, y'all.
Dang.
But we're going to do split screen stuff. We're going to get it working. But I don't know what topic's going to be. Y'all got topics for next week?
Yeah, we're gonna have a little something for
Yeah,
him.
we're gonna figure it out.
All right. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, like our page on Facebook, and keep following us on YouTube. Help us get more subscribers, more views, all that stuff.
Whoop.
Anything else you guys want to say?
Nah, that's about it.
DBU, Florida State.
Florida.
Running back U, Florida State.